YouTube, Nick Star here. Let me set this down really quick. I've got to put the thing in front of it to stop it from getting too loud. But I'm coming to you with a Koa'ki Meiru deck profile. We have one blaster and one Redox, because we do have a lot of fire and earth type monsters in here. For obvious reasons, you might want to have that. For the Koa'ki Meirus, we have 3 copies of Urnight. Urnight is, you can reveal an iron core from your hand to special summon a Koa'ki Meiru monster from your deck. He's mainly there to bring out the next card I'll be showing you, but yeah, which is Crusader. Crusader is, destroys a monster by battle, and you can add a Koa'ki Meiru card from your graveyard to your hand. So, you can recycle your Urnights or your Iron Cores back to your hand without having to use other cards to waste it. Next, we're running 1 copy of Wolfbark. Wolfbark, he allows you to summon a level 4 or lower Fire Beast Warrior type monster from your graveyard in face-up defense position, but its effects are negated. This is good for your Xyz plays you're going to be doing, and maybe some other stuff. Next, we're running 3 copy of Bear. Bear is just when it inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can set a Fire Formation spell trap card directly from your deck. Once per turn, you can send 1 face-up Fire Formation spell trap card on the field to target 1 monster on your opponent on the field and destroy it. So, yeah. Next, we are running Gorilla, which is practically the same thing, except you have to destroy a monster by battle, and it's a spell and trap card you send. Or destroy. Yeah. Next, we have Boulder. Boulder is there just in case you get a bad hand, and it allows you to search out for an Iron Core or a Koa'ki Meiru monster. Yeah. Next, we're running 2 copies of Maxx. Maxx is your draw engine, practically. That's all it is. A draw engine. Next, we have 2 copies of Effect Failure, because they annoy the crud out of people. Okay, that's it for the monsters. Now we're running the spells. Now, we're running 2 copies of Iron Core Koa'ki Meiru. I know I've played decks like this where they only run 1 copy of Iron Core, and some that run 3, but I seem to like it at 2, just in case it gets sent to the graveyard. I don't have to waste a draw to get it back. Like, oh, looky, the next card on my deck was going to be a Diamond Core. I just wasted my draw phase to get that. Great. That's all it is. But, next we're running 3 Diamond Cores. This is to search out your Urnights or your Iron Core Koa'ki Meiru. Generally, it depends on what you have to bring it out. If you have a Tenki, you're going to use Iron Core to bring it out. If you have an Iron Core, you're going to use to bring Urnight to your hand. This way you get a lot of your plays out and everything. For the Fire Formations, we have 3 copies of Tensu. Tensu allows you to normal summon twice. That's pretty much what it says. You can normal summon a 1 Beast Warrior type monster in addition to your normal summoner set, which can set you up for which gets around your Shadow Mid-Rash, I believe it's called. I'm not sure, but yeah, it gets around that annoying shadow that stops you from special summoning more than once. Next, you're running 3 Tenki to search out your Urnights and maybe your Bear and Gorilla. It's pretty much these 3 that you're going to be searching out with Tenki. But yeah, for the traps, running 1 Bottomless, 2 Mirror Force, 1 copy of Transmigration Prophecy. This is mainly to get your Crusaders back into your deck, just in case you draw into more, like if you draw into some of them and you don't bring them out with Urnight's effect, you have a way to get them into the deck so you don't have Urnight as a worthless monster. All it would be is a beat stick. Now we're running 1 Torrential, 2 Deep Prisons, a Compulsory, and a Solemn Warning. Yeah. For the extra deck, we're running 1 Bujintei Kagutsuchi. I'm not sure that's how you pronounce it, but it's practically when it's Xyz summon, you can send. It's when it's Xyz summon, send the top 5 cards of your deck to the graveyard, or your entire deck if less than 5. Also, this card gains 100 deck for each Bujin card sent to the graveyard by this effect, which we're not running any, so that's worthless. If a Bujin Beast Warrior type monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effects, you can detach one Xyz control from this card instead of destroying one of those monsters. So it practically protects him. Yeah. Next, one Utopia. Obvious. Thunder King, or not Thunder King. One number 91. Thunder King, Thunder Spark Dragon. I don't know why. I always think of this. I always think of Thunder King Ryo when I look at this card. But Thunder Spark Dragon, it destroys all other face-up monsters on the field. So if you have to, you can just send all your opponent's cards to graveyard practically. And you won't even need Exit Urnight, which we are running. But we're only running one Ragnazero. Ragnazero allows you to destroy a lot of the decks this format. I've noticed a lot of them have alterations and attack points and everything. So, yeah. Next, one Tiger King to bust out your Tensus and Tenkis, depending on what you need, for obvious reasons. Papal Operative, obvious reasons. Black Ship to get around your 101s or these weaker monsters like Marshmallow, also obvious reasons. Number 101, obvious. Diamond Dire, obvious. Exton, obvious. Maestroke, obvious. Low-Volt Chains allows you to stack your deck practically, so you can put your Urnight or your Wolfbark on top of your deck. Maybe you might want your Dragon Rulers, or maybe you want to max your Effect Failure or your Diamond Core. Or you can mill a card to the graveyard, like a Diamond Core. Because while these in the graveyard, Koa'ki Meiru monsters cannot be destroyed by anything, practically. Next, we're running Emerald. That Gusto Emerald allows you to target 3 monsters in your graveyard, shove them back into your deck, and then you get to draw a card. You're mainly going to be doing this to shuffle your Crusaders and maybe your Wolfbark, but mainly your Crusaders. Next, we have Abyss Dweller, which shuts down your hat decks. For those who don't know what hat is, it's your hands, artifacts, and trap tricks on one deck. So that's the lovely thought of the day for Yu-Gi-Oh players. It also helps you get around your other decks. It hinders Go-Go-Go's, Mermails, decks like that. Next, we're running one copy of God Cowboy for quick wins. But that's pretty much the deck you're going to be playing with, unless you have to swap out cards for the side deck, which I will get to right now. We're running one copy of Thunder King Ryo, just to annoy people. Then we're running 2 copies of Death Wombat, just in case you're playing those annoying burn decks. For obvious reasons, you want to... Sorry guys, I'm tired. It's 11 at night. So, yeah. But 2 Death Wombats, to keep those burn decks stopped. Then we have some Synchros, in my opinion, the best level 5 Synchros you can get. Ally Justice Catastor and Armidas. Keep our boundaries. Yeah. We do have Effect Failure, which are tuners. If you need to, you can Synchro summon using something like that. Extra having one Tiger King in the extra deck, just in case you need another one for more play possibilities. One copy of Gyoko, which you can take out a Tensu for, or maybe a Tenki. One of those for the Gyoko. It just stops your opponent from activating set cards. Then we're running 2 copies of Breakthrough Skill, obvious reasons. Wolf Revealing Knight, same reason as Thunder King and Effect Killers, they annoy the crud out of people. Then we're running Soul Drain to get around your hat decks that I talked to you about earlier, because then they can't really use their artifacts or hands they have, and there are some more decks that you can use to get around that, like such as your Go-Go-Go decks. I love Go-Go-Go, I'm not gonna lie, and I have played, and nobody has thought about this card ever. Next, we're running 2 Call of the Haunteds in the side deck. Not many people know why I run Call of the Haunted in there, but there's just not enough room in the main deck. But pretty much, if you had to put in a call, take out a Mirror Force and the Transmigration Prophecy for both these, but you don't need to. Next, we're running 2 copies of Wiretap. Wiretap negates the activation of a trap card, and then shovels that target into the deck. Pretty good. But this is my Koa'ki Meiru deck. It is tournament ready. It has beat many decks that most people will not normally see, or will normally see if you go to these events like the YCSs or the World Championships. It has beaten people like that before. I'm not suggesting you take this exact deck because it's not really meant for other people, just for me, but you might like to test it out using this and then build your own way around it. But if you like this, like, comment, subscribe, even though you won't see as many videos as often. But thanks for watching. Nick Star out.